We booked this cruise almost a year ago, getting a good deal because of our prior gambling on Royal Caribbean. We did upgrade to a balcony and spent some quality time there just enjoying the view. We were on Adventure of the Seas and we left from Port Canaveral. And traffic was a little horrendous getting there, but very easy to get home.
So, it was a 6-day cruise, and it went to 2 ports that we had never been to before. So that was one of the interesting things about it, why we booked it. And the ship itself held 4,000 people.
We did the hot tub on sea days, and Mary did water aerobics or a water-based flash mob, I'm not sure which. 55 years ago, Mary and I went on our first date, and we've been celebrating Valentine's Day ever since.
After starting out the day perfectly with coffee on the balcony, we wandered around the ship, and one of the things we saw was from the upper floors looking down into the promenade was this display. I imagine it was supposed to be planets, but to me the one looked just like a Death Star. We saw a ice skating show, which was really nice, called Hot Art and Cool Ice. And then so after dinner we gambled a little bit and had a really good time, as you can see.
We did not lose, nowhere near as much as I expected to lose. We played at the tables too, and Mary also did well there. We made port in Haiti on day 3, and it was not what the typical person would expect of Haiti. It is a private peninsula owned by Royal Caribbean, or at least long-term leased by Royal Caribbean, and it turns out to be very nice, and it was a pleasant surprise.
Of course, they had dancers with traditional music, and we walked around the trails, and there was stonework that looked like an old fort. Now, we don't know if it was original, nobody could tell us, but it was really kind of cool, and there were lots of crenellations, and you could look out over the bay to where the ship was.
Mary bought a white ceramic bird that this gentleman custom painted from his imagination. It is now hanging up on our outside wall. 40 years ago we were in Jamaica, and I'm sure it's a lot different now, and we were not in Falmouth. So it was very nice to get out and do some shopping, and it was quite beautiful.
When we got off the ship, we just spent the day in the shopping area. And the first shop we went into was a jewelry store. And Marty walked in and put his hands on his hips and said, "Take me to your clearance counter." And so they did. And we ended up getting a ring, which is really cute. Once we were back on board, we stopped at the English pub to have a drink before dinner, and were witness to a silent disco. It was really cool, people with headphones dancing around. And then after dinner, we went to Can't Stop the Rock show in the theater.
The next day was an at-sea day, and we did some more exploring of the ship, but we didn't do many of the physical activities. Golf and hopscotch was about as active as we were going to be that day.
After wandering around the ship most of the day, we were very hungry and tired, but we ate dinner and then went to the Beatles cover show, which was absolutely excellent.
So day 6 we were in Nassau, along with 6 other ships, so it was very crowded. It was another day that we just walked around the ports and did some simple shopping. The port has been expanded to hold so many ships, and it does look very modern, as you can see.
And walked around Nassau. We saw the Parliament building and a few of the other buildings that are old or significant. And it was really nice that the town itself is a very pretty town. This cruise was exactly what we needed. We did not do any excursions or make any plans other than the day of the plans. It was really, really nice, and we just explored. It was great.
And very relaxing.